Chapter 6 focuses particularly on systemic functional linguistics, Hallidaean linguistics. And what I like about Chapter 6 is that it systematically relates the function of language at different levels. You've then got different forms of discourse, genre, register, and then what's Halliday calls the lexicogrammar. There is a lot of jargon in this chapter, I admit, but if you fight your way through the jargon, you can get to the essence, I think. So the lexicogrammar is the lexical, the word choices, and the grammatical choices, and then these are related to particular features of language and meaning. So there's register variable of field. What's the text about? Right. What's the subject matter here? Then this particularly would be conveyed by the denotational choice of lexis, the words, the subject-specific words, transitivity patterns, use of perhaps nominalization instead of a verb. Then there's tenor, which is the writer-reader relationship or the speaker-listener relationship. And this could be hierarchical, so the writer could have more power. It could be the university vice-chancellor writing to the students, for example. It could be a financial institution writing to a customer. And this would be conveyed by the pronoun choices or evaluative lexis. Right. And then there's the mode, which is the how the text holds together. It could be the cohesion, the words of, it could be repetitions, synonyms, ellipsis, and how coherence is created in a text. And this, I mean, particularly mode, I think, would vary from language to language. Some languages are more tolerant of repetition, whereas in other languages, such as English, we're always desperately trying to avoid repetition. So what I think that I would hope the reader would get out of Chapter 6 is this relation to between different levels of language, and the way that these are producing communication. It's not just the text on the page, a source text and a target text. It's someone communicating to someone for some purpose within a whole sociocultural context.
And a lot of these theories, reading throughout the book, actually, they're trying to unravel different aspects of the process. Would that be, a catch-all term for a lot of these different theorists and the different theories?
Partly they're being influenced by particular linguistic theories, which may have been in vogue at the time. So Nida was more influenced by Chomsky linguistics. Hattimer Mason and others, some of my work would be influenced by Hallidaean linguistics, but then there would be others I briefly touch upon in Chapter 4 and Chapter 6, relevance theory, which in fact says that, or Gut says at some point, that we don't need a translation theory of its own, because we have a theory of communication, of which translation is a part. So these different theorists are coming to the question from different perspectives.